So E3 is just a few days away, and Sony's conference is coming up, and I'm pretty hyped for it. But so far, it looks like Sony has been keeping their cards close to their chest.
Yeah, haven't heard much from them, have we?
Yeah, we haven't heard too much from them, and that's what they did last year really well, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get any leaks from Sony's press conference ahead of time, so they had nothing but huge surprises, and they really impressed a lot of people with that.
They did.
Pretty much the gaming media, a lot of the Sony fans, and just a lot of the people that were paying attention, really liked what they had to show. They
Felt
had
like it was pretty good.
They started off really well with God of War. And I think they're basically going to copy what they did last year. I think we might even see another orchestra, which was a big hit.
Of course. They set the bar. There has to be an orchestra now.
It was a big hit.
It was a hit.
A lot of people were talking about it.
It was a talking point as well.
Yeah.
During the conference, it was a good talking point.
Yeah.
So.
Lots of people were really into that, their structure and their style. It was game after game after game. A lot of it was trailers, and a lot of it was further on down the road, but that doesn't really matter. When you're trying to hype up your audience, Sony is the best at that.
It has to just be visually appealing.
Yes.
So what do you think Sony's going to do this year? What do you think is coming from Sony?
Like I said, I think we're going to see kind of a repeat of that. I don't think they're going to start off with God of War this time. You can't really do that 2 years in a row. They should save that for the very end. That should be their ending piece.
It should be a lot closer to ready at this point.
That should be
that works for
their one more thing moment.
Yeah.
For God of War.
Yeah.
I think they're going to start off with Last of Us 2. That will be the big, you're going to hear the audience gasp, all the huge reactions, all the huge cheering.
Maybe the orchestra will even have like an extra...
Yeah, they'll do that, that's for sure. Yeah. So, really, the point of contention there is, what all are we going to see at Last of Us 2? Yeah. Are we going to see just a gameplay trailer, or are we going to see... actual gameplay. So you think it's going to be...
I think it's going to be a gameplay trailer.
So like an in-game engine, kind of like what they've done in the past.
Yeah, like kind of... It was actually a gameplay trailer last time with God of War, but it was mostly cutscenes, so it ended up looking like it was an in-game trailer. So that's kind of what I'm visualizing for Last of Us 2 this year.
Yeah, I don't think they can do that this time. I think they're going to show somebody playing it on stage.
4 or 5 cameras on the... person playing it.
Yeah, multiplying, because they're going to... they're definitely going to have gameplay of that. They have to. They have to show it. And it's going to really show off the power of the PS4 Pro. Mm-hmm. That's, 8 teraflops, essentially.
PS4 Pro in-game demo.
Yeah, it's a 4 teraflop GPU, but, when you look at it in relation to PCs, essentially it's the equivalent of an 8 teraflop GPU from a PC.
Okay.
So that should look really, really good, really impressive. Mm-hmm. That's going to be, stealing the E3. That's going to win game a show from a lot of people.
Right out from underneath the orchestra, actually.
Yeah, definitely. And then from there, I think we're going to start to see some of the games that they showed last year. So they're going to go into that as well and sprinkle in some new IP, hopefully. So we're going to see Days Gone again. Mm-hmm. Probably a more in-depth demo that's a little different than what we saw last time, which was just a bunch of zombies running at you.
It wasn't was it a gameplay trailer last time on...
They did both.
They did both.
So that was the first time.
They threw a gameplay trailer at the end.
Yeah.
They
did both. Okay. So they did like a regular trailer.
Yeah.
And then they did like what looked like somebody playing the game and running from zombies in real time and shooting them. Yeah. Which was impressive. A lot of people really liked it.
It looked like a really cool game.
It looks like one of the better games. I love zombie games, so I'll definitely be playing that.
Fan.
Yeah. Death Stranding could be shown. Recently they said that they weren't going to have that on, but I think they might do a fake out and have something from that there at E3. So
I think it's hard not to.
I think we'll see that. Could be another...
People are hyped for that.
Could be another Metal Gear, maybe Metal Gear Online element, because I've heard they're working on something like that. Like I said, they should save God of War for end of show. Mm-hmm. I do think they either need to do a very good-looking, really big trailer or another gameplay thing like what they did last year, which would be weird because we've seen that already.
15 cameras this time.
15 cameras?
15 cameras on the people playing.
So I think we'll see that again this year. The other big thing is going to be Spider-Man. So that's going to be the other thing.
Spider-Man's huge.
That could steal the spotlight from The Last of Us. That's probably the only title.
Last of Us 2.
Yeah. And I think that'll be one of the games that we actually see release this year. I think it'll come out within a few months of the Spider-Man movie that's coming out, I believe, in July.
Okay.
So I'd say between July and November we'll see that.
So is that going to be, again, I'm thinking in-game trailer. I think that's what we saw from it last time. It's hard for me to visualize them doing a like an actual gameplay?
No, they're going to do gameplay. That's Insomniac Games. They're going to have Ted Price out or somebody from Insomniac on stage with a controller playing that, showing how amazing it looks. I imagine we're going to see gameplay that looks kind of like when they showed Sunset Overdrive a few years ago, because it's the same developer. So much better graphics, much greater detail and that type of thing. Almost movie-like in quality. That's Sony's big title. They own that.
Yeah.
It's exclusive
Brand
to
new
PS4.
IP, exclusive to PS4.
You can't play it anywhere else.
Yep.
That's huge for
Goes
them.
along with the movie that's coming out, so that's a huge hype.
Really, with what I mentioned already, they kind of steal E3 for a lot of people right there, just those games. But if they have some new IP that we don't know about, they bring maybe some old stuff, like maybe Crash Bandicoot or something like that back.
Yeah.
That could be big as well. I mean, what do you think? What am I missing here?
As far as games coming out, there is Uncharted DLC coming out, so they may do something to show that. But really what I'm expecting that I didn't hear from you, Sony seems to have been on a big push of marketing deals, like the third-party game marketing deals. And so I think that they will kind of harness that, show that off a little bit. And show
how many do they have? Quite a few.
They have Call of Duty, FIFA 17, Destiny 2, Battlefront 2.
Wow, that's a big one.
Far Cry 5.
Wow, okay. They got everything.
So,
Red Dead Redemption, right?
They've got Red Dead Redemption,
But they're not showing it this year, apparently. They're showing it next year. So.
Okay.
But that's still one of their deals.
So I expect to see some hype around the games that are multi-plat, but they do
third-party multi-plats.
They do have the marketing deals for them.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think you hit everything. What about hardware? Anything hardware?
Yeah, I think that they're going to show either a controller update or an elite version of the PS4 controller, because lots of fans have been asking for that for quite a while now.
Yes, true.
I think there may also be a few advances on some of the firmware, some of the updates to the OS, the operating system for the PS4 as well. And then really, what I think they should do, if they really want to hurt Microsoft, if they really want to hurt other companies that are out there, is announce a PS5, or if not an announcement, because it's a little too early for that, which everyone seems to agree.
Yeah.
At the very least, tease something. Talk about the future of PlayStation.
So a teaser that PlayStation's going to have more hardware coming out in the future.
They could literally say PS5, and that just the mention of it, everyone would go crazy.
Mic drop.
Sony wins.
Yeah.
E3.
Sounds about right.
You don't even need to show God of War after that, if they do that at the end of the conference. And it could be 3 years away. It could be 2 years away. It doesn't matter. The Sony fans,
just the fact that it's coming, is
the gaming media,
to them.
The IGNs of the world, the Ryan McCaffreys of the world, they're gonna love that.
Yeah,
that's
gonna be huge.
Yeah, that's. I really do actually think that they need to say something about the future of PlayStation. Yeah. They can't just let us think this is it. This is all we got.
The Pro is out already, so there's no hype around it.
The Pro's out. It's 4 teraflops, and we already know there's much bigger things coming. So they have to give the fans something more.
Something there. Yeah. So if you haven't already, check out our Microsoft Predictions video. We will also be covering all things E3 all week long. So subscribe for content like this and for the latest updates. Thanks for watching.